Alright guys, welcome to our first official video that we're going to be doing. And what are you going to do? Tell them how we're going to start.
We have multiple things we're going to be talking about today. We start with disappointments and surprises in the East and West. We got AllStar predictions. We got all that coming at you. We got trade rumors coming at you.
Yeah. Alright man, so let's just start it off the top. We got the board over here that you guys can't see that I'm using. He's using his notes. And so we're going to start with the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference top disappointments for me personally was the Pacers, the Knicks, and the Atlanta Hawks. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I have kind of the same, the Knicks, Hawks, and Pacers. We're going to start basically the Pacers. Everybody, even in our pre-show, everything, we had Pacers going to be one of the best teams in the NBA, one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, challenging the Cavs. But they've struggled. They're 15 or 14, 8th in the Eastern Conference. Paul George looking like he's the only one holding up that team right now.
Nah, they do have a lot of players, but they just don't have chemistry. That's the thing. They have zero chemistry. They have a lot of good players, proven players, but they have no chemistry. And for me, the Knicks, I thought the Knicks were they still will, because you can't really blame anything on injuries.
Yeah, it's early in the season too.
Yeah, and the Eastern Conference right now, what did you say it was from the second seed
from the third seed to the 10th? It's only like 3 games, like
3 games. And the Knicks been on like a 3-game losing streak. Derrick Rose has been injured. Carmelo has not been playing at 100% with his shoulder. And the Eastern Conference is such a weak, like, I don't know, the scheduling or the
even the Knicks though, we've been looking at, they have a 9-4 home record, a 5-9 road record. Like, D Rose hasn't been playing much road games. Like, they've just been struggling on the road. Honestly, they have one of the best home records in the East. Yeah,
so they're gonna turn around. They will. I hope they finish off the top 3 or 2 seeds. So they have that chance. And the Atlanta Hawks, they started off very good. Started off 9-2. Since then, they're 5-12.
Yeah, well, that's one of the biggest drop-offs right there.
Biggest. And it took them all the way down to the 9th seed right now. I mean, they're the 9th seed right now. And the surprise is just the Hornets. I didn't even expect the Hornets to be in the playoff picture.
They're one of the most solid teams in the East. They're 4th in the Eastern Conference right now.
Solid and consistent, most consistent team out there right now. And that's the only surprise. Any other surprises that you got?
That's the only surprise. You can at least say the Raptors, but everybody kind of knew it was going to be the Cavs and the Raptors. So the Raptors are kind of still fighting to get to that final spot, trying to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. So they're not really that big of a surprise.
Alright, let's switch it to the West.
Yeah, now we're going to the West.
The West for me, biggest disappointments is the Timberwolves. You know what I mean? They got a lot of young talent. I'm not really disappointed, but there's a lot of hype for the Timberwolves. You know, they got the Tom Thibodeau for his defensive. And the 27th best team in the defensively.
Basic. It's the 3rd worst in the league.
Yeah, and they're supposed to have Karl Anthony Towns. They got length, you know, they got size, they got Tom Thibodeau, but they're still 27th. I mean, that makes
how many close games have the Wolves blown this year? I mean, especially that one 12-point, they had a 12-point lead.
The Rockets?
Yeah, with 2 minutes left against the Rockets, they lost that game.
True. So what's going on with the T-Wolves? They need to switch it up quick. A lot of hype surrounding Karl Anthony Towns. He's obviously playing good, but you can't just play good, man. You gotta know how to play and how to play at what, like, specifically each game. You know what I mean? Each game you gotta play differently. Each game's a new challenge. You can't just play the same way.
That's true.
And the Pelicans is a disappointment. You know what I mean? 9-20, but they've had injuries.
Crazy.
I don't know if Tyreek Evans came back. Did he come back?
Nope, not yet. Drew Holiday came back. They had a 4-game little win streak.
Yeah, they did.
Now they're doing bad again.
They did, yeah. And then the Dallas Mavericks, I had no hope for the Dallas Mavericks to start with anyway.
Man, a lot of people had the Dallas Mavericks with all their healthy lineup: Wes Matthews, Darren Williams, Derek, like at least Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut coming in from the Warriors, at least make the playoffs. They're 27th ranked offense, 22nd ranked defense, 7-20, worst in the league, 7-21. Like, that's just crazy, man.
Rick Carlisle, what's going on there, buddy? Yeah. The surprise is obviously the Houston Rockets are 21-7. Right, 21-7. That's a surprise.
That team's running a 10-game win streak right now too.
As of right now, today is so you guys know who knows when this video is gonna come on. Today, December 20th. So at this time that we're having it, and obviously my Lakers. Shout out my LA Lakers. They're 11-19 right now. They were on a 8-game losing streak, which sucks. But you know, injuries, you can't control that.
10-10. They were surprised.
They're looking really good when they're all healthy and they're all on the same page. They're looking very good. You know. Yeah, I don't know if they'll make the playoffs this year. They might not, because they got the Blazers, the Utah Jazz. Who else is at that top?
Memphis.
Memphis is at the bottom of the West Conference playoff race.
Yeah.
So the Lakers, they might get like the 9th seed maybe, but either way, it's a successful season.
Improvement.
Yeah, the future is bright for my Lakers. And Utah Jazz is also like a solid team.
They're 18-10, 5th in the Western Conference, 3rd best defense in the league. Yeah, they got Rudy Gobert, who's balling 12 points, 11 rebounds, 2.
He's not really balling. He's just
2.7 blocks.
He's just playing really good for you. He's not balling. He's averaging 12 points.
No, yeah, 12
I'm
points.
surprised. Those are like all lobs. All lobs.
He's like DeAndre Jordan.
He's exactly DeAndre Jordan. Alright, that's all we have for the surprises. And the Houston Rockets is really a super surprise because like they all got a whole bunch of new players and new coach.
They're on a historic 3-point barrage right now too.
Yeah, and like
they're hitting them like
James Harden plays the one, and everybody was like, "Yo, these guys are not gonna play good defense because they had Mike D'Antoni."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yo, this is not a defensive-oriented team," but
they're a middle of the pack defense, and that's kind of what Mike D'Antoni wants. He doesn't really care about that high defense. He just got the high
offensive, yeah. So and they got Eric Gordon, the most injury-prone player in the past 5 years. Between him and D Rose,
now he's balling.
He is going off, man. Like he's playing. Yeah, he might be 6th man of the year contender. I was thinking about Lou Williams, but I forgot about Eric Gordon because he is on a winning team, and they have Ryan Anderson. That signing paid off. Yeah. I never knew he was gonna pay off that. Like he's a perfect fit.
Yeah, they're all hitting like at least 4 threes a game.
Yeah, everybody's playing their position perfect use, and it looks like they're happy out there. So. I mean, they could make it to the Western Conference Finals if the Clippers slip up, which they are.
The Clippers are slipping up. But Blake Griffin's out, injured, 3 to 6 weeks as of now. So,
it's time for Austin Rivers to step up. My boy Austin Rivers, step up, bro. Please step up. So the Clippers obviously is the only real competition to the Warriors, but Houston Rockets is right up there with the Clippers and the Spurs as well.
Oh yeah, the Spurs.
Spurs are the 2nd seed, right?
Yeah,
it's like.
They're still on.
How are they still the 2nd seed? I'm not even paying attention to the Spurs.
Yeah, I know. They're quietly to like 22-5.
God damn it! It's like every time like I read something, it's like they play bad. Popovich is mad.
Yeah.
Like they fucking still 2nd seed. Alright, man. Alright, so that's what we got for the standings. Because in the beginning we did like we did have a preseason prediction list, but that video never seen the day of the light because I lost all the video footage. I deleted it by accident. So were we spot on or what? Honestly.
We're around spot on.
I mean, in the Eastern
Conference, some stuff you can't predict really, like
injuries, of course.
Injuries
but like in the Eastern Conference, I had the Knicks as number 2 off the bat. I thought they were gonna hit the ground running right away, but that's not what happened. The Raptors obviously under the solid number 2 seed. Also the Celtics. You had them as 3rd seed?
I had them
Are they the 3rd seed right now?
Yeah, they're the 3rd seed right now, 15-12.
But I see them falling off to like the 4th seed, 5th seed.
Because it doesn't matter 3rd, 4th, 5th. They're all jumbled right now, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, and then I also had the Houston Rockets. I mean, Atlanta Hawks as the 4th seed, but they've fallen off. The surprise for me, or like the team that I did not even put in the top picture was Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks.
A lot of people thought they weren't gonna make playoffs.
I mean, they probably will still make it, but they definitely won't be like staying where they are the whole year. I hate the Milwaukee Bucks.
6, 7, 8.
No way to slice it, dice it, or cut it. You know what I mean? I hate the Milwaukee Bucks. I hate a lot of players on there. I mean, I don't hate. I just don't like. I mean, I like Jabari Parker a lot. He's my favorite player. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's a great player, but I don't really like
just
him.
The overhype for you. You don't like that.
I mean, he was overhyped to start with, but he's obviously playing to the hype, obviously. But yeah, Jason Kidd, I don't really like him because I don't like what he does to a lot of players. To me, he kind of ruins a lot of careers. I don't like Jason Kidd that much. You know what I mean? The whole team is overrated from the jump. Chris Middleton last year was overrated. But they are playing well this past week. Because it eases week anyway. But the Chicago Bulls. I had them at the lower.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't even have the Chicago Bulls on the playoffs, but they said no shooting or whatever. They started up playing well. They've got a lot of blowout losses recently, but now they're starting to find it again. Thing is, like D-Wade, Jimmy Butler, they're basically carrying that team with like Jimmy Butler averaging the career high.
What are they right now?
24 points per game.
What's their position? What's their seeding?
I think they're 7-2 right now.
They're 7-2.
It's 7th seed.
7th seed. Yeah, that's exactly where they belong. They belong right there at the 7th seed. And the Hornets, they were not on my list in the Eastern Conference. And for the West, I never had the Lakers anywhere as good as that. Honestly, this is the first year I had no expectation for the Lakers. Last year, the chaos came. Last year and the year before, I was like, yo, they're making the playoffs. It don't matter.
They got Roy Hibbert. They got all these guys.
They got Carlos Boozer. They're making, but like this year, like I was kind of committed to the process. And so they're surprising for me. The Houston Rockets, I didn't expect them to be good at all because I was like, James Harden can't really do everything. We didn't talk about the OKC. I thought OKC. Actually, OKC is right where they're supposed to be. They're right where they're supposed to be.
They were winning a lot of games recent, but then now they're kind of slipping up and here and there. But I think they're just exactly 6, 7, 8 where they need to be. They might get that first round matchup against one of those good squads. See what Russell Westbrook can do in the playoffs.
What about Portland Trailblazers? I'm pretty sure that they're under 500, but they're like a game.
I think they're the 8th seed.
They're gonna be the 8th seed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. If they can get
they got smacked by the Warriors the other day, though.
I mean, of course,
45.
who is so far this season? Just a surprise disappointment. So let's just take it over to the what do you call it? The AllStar.
It's AllStar season.
It's AllStar time. It's time to make our predictions for the AllStar.
Early 2-month prediction.
So you guys know that, you know what I mean?
You're here.
We know our shit.
Here first.
Alright, so for the Eastern Conference, for me, you know, this is mine. You got the same predictions as me?
No, I think I probably have a little bit different. We'll see.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see, bro.
We got 5 guys,
let's match it up.
5 bigs, 2 wild cards.
That's how it is. So for the Eastern Conference, it's very the guard spot is always gonna be difficult. Somebody's always gonna get snubbed, possibly. So the definites that I've put up is Isaiah Thomas for sure. Little man is balling, man. Going off. He's averaging the most points at all point guards in the NBA, right?
In the East.
He's even averaging more than Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
25 points per game. That's amazing. 6 assists. And he's the main point guard, so it's not like teams are surprised every night. They're preparing for him every single night, and he's still going off. Can't do nothing about him. Kemba Walker, again, another solid year, man. He has his team exactly where nobody anticipated him to be. So, for me, he's not a solid.
He got snubbed last year.
He got snubbed last year, but he gets snubbed. So these are the solid picks for me, and then I'm gonna say the wild cards. So I got Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, of course, DeMar DeRozan, of course, having the best year of his career, the #1 shooting guard in the NBA. If you want to count James Harden as a point guard, if not, he'd be #2, but #1 shooting guard. You got D-Wade because he's a legend. We don't. Only on 24 reasons. We respect the legends. So we got D-Wade. We also got Carmelo and LeBron James. So those are the solid picks for me. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, or is that 6? That's 6, right?
Yeah.
That's 6. That's 6 definite spots that's taken already. So we got 6 more. For the guard position, it could go between John Wall, whose team is trash, but I think he is playing the best basketball of his career as well. And is this his contract year or is it next year?
No, yeah, I think it's next. Yeah, I think it's this year.
Is it this summer?
Yeah.
He's going off, man. Like, shout out to John Wall. John Wall, Kemba Walker. I hope Kemba Walker gets selected, but I also want John Wall to get selected. And that's it, really.
That's Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry, but
he's on one of the best teams in the East. So.
Yeah, and the #2.
Yeah, they're #2. So it really depends how much record plays into it because his numbers compared to the other guys is just a tad below. But again, he's on one of the better teams in the East. So.
He's averaging 21 points per game.
Yeah.
2 assists.
7 assists.
7 is boy blind. 7 assists.
Yeah.
It's up there. John Wall's averaging 9 assists, almost a double on the year. He's averaging the most assists in the league, right?
I think in the East.
Or is it Russell Westbrook?
I think it's Westbrook or Harden.
Oh yeah, Westbrook and Harden, and then John Wall. Yeah, that's true.
Man, Westbrook got triple doubles.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucks because it can go either way. Kemba Walker, John Wall, Kyle Lowry suck. Kyle Lowry had the past 2 years, so you might have to sit this one out, Kyle. I mean, do it for Kemba Walker, bro. Like, you can't be mad. That's the thing. None of them can be mad.
That's true.
If one gets selected over the other. John Wall always feels like he's being snubbed, but you were a starter last year. You were picked the year before.
Yeah.
I mean, Kemba Walker was he in the NBA before John Wall or after John Wall? Came in the NBA after John Wall.
After.
Kemba Walker's been consistent. They were saying last year that Kemba Walker is not even a starting point guard. He should be coming off the bench.
Yeah.
But he signed the most bargain fucking contract.
Yeah, that's true.
44 mil he signed 2 years ago. He signed the Steph Curry contract, which was not smart.
He's on a better team than all those guys.
Yeah,
except
and
for
he's
Lowry.
the man on their team. Like, I mean, he's straight catching ankles every single night. Right? He's averaging 22 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope Kemba Walker gets selected. John Wall, Kemba Walker, Kyle Lowry is tough. And the front court is also very packed. We got Jimmy Buckets, we got Paul George, and we got Kevin Love, and then Antetokounmpo is playing solid, but you know what I mean?
There might be that Greek love for Antetokounmpo right now.
I mean, it seems like the coaches do love him, coaches will probably vote him in. But Kevin Love has finally took his game back to that level.
He's
that
finally
it was
playing
at.
like a Western Conference in the Eastern
Exactly.
Conference.
Dominating players. He's not as strong as he used to be in the post. He's
Yeah.
not getting as much rebounds.
At
So
least-
obviously because he's not as strong as he used to be.
He's still 22 and 10 this season. So
Yeah. So
that's super close to old Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And that's what the Cavaliers need to challenge the Warriors for Kevin Love to play like that.
Yeah.
So yes, between Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Antetokounmpo, Kevin Love, you can choose any of those kind of four to be your
That's
front
six.
court.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough in the East. And we also got Dwight Howard who's playing better than he was the past since he left the Orlando Magic. He's
Yeah.
playing his best basketball since then.
Yeah.
But he probably will not get an All-Star nod because of all these other players
Mhm.
and because of how they changed the whole thing about front court and back court. And they got no more big men, solid big men. I just so you is that all you got too?
Yeah, that's all I can kind of say about the Eastern Conference.
All right, let's run it to the Western Conference. Western Conference might be even worse than the Eastern Conference when it comes to the guards because you got Russell Westbrook, got CP3, I got Damian Lillard and James Harden, Stephen Curry.
That's basically
For the guards.
That's five right there.
It's five for the guards. For the front court, I got Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins. That's a total of
That's 10.
and Blake Griffin.
And Blake Griffin.
So that's 10.
That's 10 right there. Right
And
off
then
the
for
bat.
my wild card selections, I got Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins
Yeah.
for my last two. Andrew Wiggins, his team's not there, but he's there. It's just like how it was a couple years ago when Kyrie Irving got selected. You know what I mean? Like even though he was the only player on his team, sometimes trash teams you still get the best player on a trash team to go.
And then I have basically the counter argument where you could put like another wild card, could be Gordon Hayward and LaMarcus Aldridge. Based on records, LaMarcus Aldridge maybe he's not putting up the numbers, but again, being in that San Antonio system, not many All-Stars put up those type of numbers, and plus he's on the 22-5 team. And then Gordon Hayward has one of the best stats, 22 points per game, 18 and 10 Utah Jazz. And the Jazz at least need one All-Star if you're not going to put Gobert or Favors. Hayward has to be that guy. He's the best player on the team. That's why I got him as an All-Star, probably as one of the wild card spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then we'll see. We'll have to see. What do you say? We put in our cards and we'll see how it shows up, right? We'll see who's right.
Wiggins or Hayward, put in the comments.
Alright, hold on. Alright.